Is the first day of Damodar month. Shri Shri Radha Damodar ki. So, this is dedicated to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of the worldwide Hare Krishna movement. Srila Prabhupada ki. So, we are going to celebrate this Damodar month, which is very auspicious, also known as the Damodar Kartik month. And the most important thing which we do in this month is offer a ghee lamp to the picture of Radha Damodar. Now, if I just leave it at that, then we probably don't really know why we should do this. What is the importance of this? Why should one do this? So that is why, even though it is little austere for all of us, I thought it is better to have at least 15 minutes hearing before this Damodar Ashtaka or the activity of offering ghee lamp. So what makes this special or what makes this different is if we hear about what is the importance of this. Unless we know the significance, unless we have heard about it, the reason for doing becomes very weak. So I want to name this as Shravana Utsava. So this 15 minutes that we will have before 7:45 is called the Shravana Utsava, or the process where we are going to hear. Shravana is hearing and Utsava is a festival. The festival becomes a festival only when we hear about it. So what is the benefit of hearing? I know we have very less time. So let's start with this. It's a very beautiful verse from Bhagavatam. And this comes in the 12th canto. So the verse goes like this. Sankirtyamano Bhagavan Anantaha Shrutanubhavo Vyasanam Hipumsam Pravishya Chittam Vidhunoti Asesham Yatha Tamo Arko Bharam Vivati Vataha Sankirtyamano Bhagavan Anantaha. So when we glorify the Lord, so important adjective here is when we properly glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sankirtyamano, we do Sankirtya, we hear from here and there, but we really don't know how to properly glorify it. So when we properly glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that means when we discuss about the Supreme Lord from a bona fide Acharya, from his teachings, or simply hear about his power. Sankirtyamano Bhagavan Anantaha Shrutanubhava. When we just hear, when we just pay our oral reception to this, Sankirtyamano Bhagavan Anantaha Shrutanubhava Vyasanam Hipumsam. Vyasanam is all the miseries, all the unwanted things. So when we hear, when we properly glorify or simply hear about his power, the Lord personally enters their hearts. So Pravishya Chittam, the Lord enters into the hearts and cleanses away every trace of misfortune. Vidhunoti Asesham. It cleanses away there. So here it is mentioned the Lord personally enters. See the power of properly glorifying and simply hearing. The Lord personally enters their hearts and cleanses away their every trace of misfortune. And how? Just as the example given, as the sun removes the darkness, Yatha Tamo Arka. Arka is sun, Tama is darkness. So like the sun removes the darkness, or a powerful wind drives away the clouds. Ivati Bhataha. Vataha is a strong wind. So like that drives away the clouds. Similarly, all the misfortune, all the traces of misfortune, all the miseries in our heart are driven away by the Lord personally. Vidhunoti. He cleanses our heart. So today, since it's the first day, I thought last time we had this beautiful words from Bhagavad Gita. Yesham tu antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvanda moha nirmukta bhajante mam dridha prataha. So there was that determination element. And today we are going to celebrate this Kartik month, which is mentioned in Nectar of Devotion or Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu by Rupa Goswami as Urja Vrata. Vrata is again a determination. It's a vow to do certain things for the whole month. So when we talk about the vow, one of the most important thing that we need to know is to trace back our history. We can't go a long back, but at least when we began our life in this body, very beautifully, Bhagavatam describes the prayer of the unborn child in the womb of a mother. That's all of us. We have gone through this phase where we were there packed up in mother's womb. And at that time, what is the prayer that this unborn child has prayed? There are various prayers that he has offered, but one of them we will see today, and that is the beginning. That's the connection for today's festival. So this unborn child in the womb of a mother prays this very beautiful prayer. Let's hear this. Tasmad aham vigata vikalpa uddharishya Atmanamasu tamasaha sudhatmaneva suhrutatmaneva Bhuyo yatha vyasanametad Mame bhavishyat upsadita Vishnupadaha. So, this all of us who were there in that precarious condition, packed up in our mother's womb, in that situation, in that helpless conditions, when this unborn child is praying to the Lord, is telling Tasmad. Tasmad means therefore. Tasmad aham. Therefore, I am praying. Bigata Biklava Uddharishya. Biklava, Bigata Biklava. So this Biklava is all the anxieties or all the worries or all the distractions, agitation, basically, word that is used by Prabhupada. So he's praying that I want to get rid of all these agitations. People are agitated for so many reasons. Or some outside external thing didn't happen as per their wish. Somebody didn't hear them well. Somebody didn't speak. And this agitation drives us away from devotional service. So he's telling, Bigata Biklava, I want to get rid of this. I want to seize this agitation. Because of this agitation constantly in my mind, in my life, I am getting diverted. So Tasmad aham Bigata Biklava uddharishya atmanam asu. So aham uddharishya atmanam. I want to uddharishya. I want to deliver myself. How? Uddharishya atmanam. How I want to do that? Asu. Immediately, quickly I want to do. Tamasa, from this darkness, by that Suruda Atmanaiva, by that friendly intelligence or that consciousness or that super soul who's seated in our heart. So this unborn child is praying, Tasmad ahama Bigata Viklava. Actually, this is the first thing he's telling. Get rid of all these agitations. Don't get caught up in these small things. The important thing to remember is to how to get out of this cycle of birth and death. Tasmad aham Bigata Viklava uddharishya atmanam asu tamasa suhrudatmaneva bhuyo yatha vyasanam etad anekarandhram. Anekarandhram means many wombs. We take birth many times. Bhuyo yatha vyasanam anekarandhram. The plight, the misery, vyasanam is that same misery. Bhuyo yatha vyasanam etad anekarandhram. How many times I have to go through this? So he prays helplessly that I should not get agitated. I should deliver myself by taking help from the super soul, Suhrudatmaneva, or the clear consciousness. And I should not enter into this wombs again. How do I do that? Mame bhavishyat upsadita Vishnupadaha. By constantly remembering, by constantly putting my mind under the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. Therefore, without being agitated anymore, no more agitation, I shall deliver myself from the darkness of nations with the help of my mind, with the help of my friend, clear consciousness. Simply by keeping the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu in my mind, I shall be saved from entering into the wombs of many mothers for repeated birth and death. See how powerful this prayer is. And this prayer is offered by all of us, but unfortunately, we again get into this agitation. And we lose our goal, we lose our focus. Oh, this didn't happen, that didn't happen, this thing is not happening, my mind is saying something. Oh, all kinds of agitations. No, don't get agitated. So he's telling, I shall deliver myself. Who's going to come to rescue? You got agitated, you got this thing and you left the place, or you did something, you stopped coming, or you became lazy, you got pulled by some material things, who's going to come and help you? Okay, devotee can remind you, but he's telling, I shall deliver myself from the darkness of nations. This is it. This is a completely dark place. We are stuck here. From the darkness of nations, with the help of my friend, clear consciousness. This is the super soul, the Lord who is present in our heart. Let me take help from him. How do I take the help? Simply by keeping the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu in my mind. I shall be saved from entering into the wombs of many mothers for repeated birth and death. So this is the determination to not take another birth. This is the determination. This requires determination. I can't be casual about it. I cannot be frivolous. I cannot be short-sighted. Oh, what am I here for? Am I here for proving my point? Am I here for getting noticed? Am I here for making some statement? No. I'm here to come out of the cycle of birth and death, which is not an easy thing. That requires little calmness. That requires little kind of, being in the mode of goodness and taking help from the super soul, from the Lord in the heart. So we know even when we chant this Suchi mantra, we say, Om apavitro pavitro va sarvavastha gato piva yasmaret pundarikaksham sa bahya abhyantara suchi. So Om apavitro pavitro va, doesn't matter whether you are in the state of apavitra, impure, you are contaminated. Pavitra, maybe you are pure, your consciousness is clear. Om apavitro pavitro va. Somebody says, maybe I'm not pure, I'm not impure, I'm somewhere in between. Sarvavastha gato piva, doesn't matter which state you are in. Yah smaret pundarikaksham. Pundarika is lotus-eyed. So the moment we remember him, yah smaret pundarikaksham, sa bahya abhyantara suchi, he becomes purified. Such a powerful process. Just bringing the memory, just bringing that remembrance of the Lord in our mind purifies our consciousness. So now that we are going to celebrate this Damodar Ashtaka or Damodar month, and we are ready to take this vow of Lord Damodar Urja Vrata, let's understand what this vow is from Nectar of Devotion. And then I'll give one example from Bhagavatam, and then we will start. It'll take 2 minutes. So in Nectar of Devotion, Goswami mentions about performing devotional service in Kartik. And he says one of the most important ceremonial functions is called Urja Vrata. Urja Vrata is observed in the month of Kartik, October, November, especially in Vrindavan. There is a specific program for temple worship of the Lord in his Damodar form. Damodar refers to Krishna as being bound with rope by his mother Yashoda. It is said that just as Lord Damodar is very dear to his devotees, so the month known as Damodar or Kartik is also very dear to them. The execution of devotional service during Urja Vrata in the month of Kartik is especially recommended to be performed at Mathura. This system is still followed by many devotees. They go to Mathura or Vrindavan and stay there during the month of Kartik, specifically to perform devotional service during this period. In the Padma Purana, it is said that the Lord may offer liberation or material happiness to a devotee, but after some devotional service has been executed, particularly in Mathura during the month of Kartik, the devotees want only to attain pure devotional service unto the Lord. The purport is that the Lord does not award devotional service to ordinary persons who are not serious about it. Actually, sometimes we take it very granted, devotional service. It cannot be claimed. It cannot be demanded. No, it has to be earned. It's an adhikar. And so he's saying the purport is that the Lord does not award devotional service to ordinary persons who are not serious about it. But even such unserious persons who execute devotional service according to the regulative principles during the month of Kartik and within the jurisdiction of Mathura in India are very easily awarded the Lord's personal service. So very, very important about executing devotional service in the month of Kartik. So now we are going to sing this Damodar Ashtaka. The glories of Kartik and Damodar month is unlimited. The glories of hearing these pastimes is also unlimited. So these unlimited glories we will hear in the due course of time. as you know, every day we come and do this Kartik celebration, you will get to hear what is going to come this month, this time. We will have something very, very special. But to make that special, it requires some amount of planning, some amounts of efforts. What it is going to be, I want to keep it a little secret. We will see that tomorrow. Probably we will get to know about it. One thing before we start our Damodara Ashtaka is, this particular sentence of Srila Prabhupada, which comes, determination in spite of odds. One may say thousands of excuses for not being engaged in devotional service. Oh, this was not there. I didn't have this thing. Can you be quiet? If you want, you can go out. Otherwise, you can be quiet. So we can say thousands of things. Well, my situation was not good. My family, they were not helping me. Nobody was there to take care of me. We can come up with thousands of excuses. But Prabhupada says that there is this determination which is required in spite of all odds. Remember the class that we were having the other day in the Bhagavatam class, where that hippie stood up and asked this question to Prabhupada, why he created this Maya to be so strong? Why the external energy of the Lord is so strong? And Prabhupada says it is not the external energy is strong. It is your purpose of going back home, back to Godhead is not strong enough. Right? So determination in spite of odds, Prabhupada uses this in connection with Lord Brahma, our Sampradaya Acharya. So beginning of the creation, when Lord Brahma got this knowledge from Krishna, before he received that, this is mentioned, to achieve success in life, one should follow the example of Lord Brahma, the first living creature in the beginning of creation. After being initiated by the Supreme Lord to execute tapasya, he heard this word tapa. There was no support. There was nobody who was around. No father, no mother, no husband, no children, no acharya, nobody. He just heard these two words, tapa. After being initiated by the Supreme Lord to execute tapasya, he was fixed in his determination to do it. And although he could not find anyone besides himself, he could rightly understand that the sound was transmitted by the Lord himself. So he's our Sampradaya Acharya. Our Sampradaya starts from Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. And Brahmaji is showing by his example, when he heard this, as I said, in our life we can find thousands of excuses. All are very valid. All are very justified. But that one determination, the lack of purpose of going back home, back to Godhead, can keep us in this material world, can make us go through the wombs of many mothers, lifetime after life. So on that note, I'll stop and I'll wish everyone a happy Kartik month. Now we're going to sing this special song, Damodara Ashtaka. My only request to all of you is, it's not like, we all have, there are some of us who have achieved perfection in life. All of us are going through in that same journey. Right? What it helps is when we come together and pull each other and remind ourselves of what is the real goal of our life, why we are assembling here. It's not a mere ritual which is to be done for a month. But unless we hear about the Lord, unless we hear about the activities, we will never do it seriously. So with that note, we will have the beautiful Damodara Ashtaka. So you can stay tuned. If you have a photo of Damodar at home, you can sing along with us and then offer ghee lamp, or you can see here devotees singing and offering lamps.